Hey, this number makes me sad in ways I never thought possible, so please sub. Also, watch the full video before filming me in the comments, it saves us both a lot of time. So it's been 6 months since I've posted this extremely bad toe video, and just like I promised, it's about time I finally rectified some of those mistakes. Even though there was no mistakes in the video. Here, fuck it, I'll bite the bullet. Some of my points were half-baked as hell, and some of my points weren't explained very well, were they? But since it practically kickstarted my channel, how does this video have 3,000 views? I felt obligated to fix that awful video. I want to get this video out before Toe Season 2. Whoa, there's a Season 2! Even more views. The House is another modern cartoon made by Disney to ride off the coattails of Gravity Falls 4 years later. Made by Dana Terrace, Alex Archer's girlfriend. This will be important later, trust me. After a certain episode, everyone and their mothers came out of the woodworks to praise this show for its amazing world building and interesting characters. The House is a show about a hyperactive MC and her two quirky friends learning magic at a magic school while dealing with a rich rival from a prestigious— wait, we're still talking about Toe, right? If Toe is the first show you're watching from Disney, then it's fine. But if you ever watched any good Disney show, mainly Gravity Falls, then it isn't very good, is it? Honestly, in that first video, I was so unbelievably disappointed when I rewatched the show for the 4th fucking time for this video. It put me off writing the script for a week. Just a year ago, we had Demon Slayer getting an ungodly amount of hype and praise after a certain episode aired. As usual, I was the only one of common sense, and I was the one that had to call out the unearned blowjob everyone seemed to be giving at the time. If it didn't seem obvious, Toe has a bit of a problem when it comes to coming up with new ideas, as when it's not directly copying Gravity Falls' characters, imagery, and plot points, it's just getting cliche episode ideas you've seen a million times and somehow gets a 9.0 or above rating. Anyhow, let's use the old videos formats for transitions. What did I end up covering first last time? Wasn't it? Let's talk about who I thought would be the most interesting character in the show. Ida the Owl Lady. Oh, that's the wrong picture. Seriously, is this what people think is interesting these days? A gender-bent grunt will stand? Oh, and if you don't want to hear about the similarities these two shows have, then too fucking bad, because you're going to be hearing that from me a lot. Oh, and those who are about to tell me that they aren't similar, let's run through their character traits. Oda, a responsible parental figure, owns a shop where they scam people into buying junk under the facade of supernatural items. Oh, you want more? The older character also has a sibling who they used to be close with until one of them messed up one of the other's lives and had to drift apart because of that. I like to say the show is just inspired by Gravity Falls, but that would be a lie since that's just straight plagiarism. Now let's talk about her role as a teacher. She doesn't teach shit. In fact, Luz is teaching her in season 2, so her main reason for existing has just been removed faster than Creepshow off the internet. And I'm supposed to be fine with this? Oh, but what about the curse that was inflicted onto her when she was a child? The mystery behind the curse could go on for seasons with a dramatic and amazing reveal. Why are you looking at me like that? Fun fact, something that will come up again and again is the fact that the show tries to make more plot points than there are episodes for. This is best seen in the character Ami, who I swear is not ripped exactly from Little Witch Academia. The only difference I could really think of is that Ami is a little more open with her sexuality. I don't give a monkey fucking fuck if Dana wanted to grow up in her show. That doesn't excuse the fact that I don't give a monkey fucking fuck if Dana wanted her crew up in her show. That doesn't excuse the fact that Ami was rushed. In my original video, I critiqued the show for the rushed relationship while praising the show for how they handled Ami's character. But with further expression, I said expression. But with further inspection, I noticed that they fucked that up too. Just look at this. Episode 3, she's obsessed with her status and shows no goodwill towards any character in Luz's party. Of course, with the knowledge we have of her home life, this makes sense, right? Episode 5, Luz and Ami have a duel where Ami shows a bit of kindness towards Luz after they were both caught cheating. Episode 7, Ami laughs at Luz's jokes after Luz almost gets the two turned into a book. Episode 12, Ami actually seems to be kind to Luz? Wait, hang on, did I miss an episode? She understood that Luz wasn't trying to be hostile on purpose, but she literally said in the same episode,
"This never happened."
So how did you end up like this? Episode 13, she monologues about how things won't be awkward between the two. It's somewhat fine, but... Episode 15. See, now here's where my issues start to really show up. Ami almost killed Willow mentally and faces zero scrutiny from Luz and her friends. But that's not what annoys me so much, because as far as I can see, Ami hasn't had any real screen time to explain why she acts like this now. Oh god, here we go. Ami says this.
Please. You know, I used to be like you, Basha. Obsessed with status, challenging my competition, but I grew up. When will you?
From the way she says this, it makes it look like Ami has gone through a whole entire arc on why she's a better person, but I have a question. When was it shown on screen? I spent this much time talking about only 2 characters and I'm still leaving out the fact that Willow was completely okay with Ami after the shit she did. You would expect her to bring this up to Ami, right? I don't know, something like, hey, I haven't forgiven you for destroying the village or something, right, Willow? Willow? Luz and Ami work together to be a fear monster. Oh, and Ami has a crush on Luz. So just for the chance of a queer rep, Dana sacrificed the believability of a relationship between Luz and Ami. I do wonder if that's going to be a trend in this video. Oh yeah, these 2 are here too. Sorry if I don't have much to say since they're practically cardboard cars parading around like their characters. Willow has at least a little bit of personality, but you'll barely get to see it since Willow will casually do a 180 when it's relevant for the plot. What the fuck was that? Gus on the other hand is quite literally just there for representation. He doesn't have a character and he's just the funny black guy. God, I hate that. Get in the same room as the other funny black guys media seems to be shitting out as of late. I have a theory though. What if Gus was actually a minority and a male so he could get shafted intentionally? I can see the title now. Dana Terrace and a segregation of black male. Oh shit! Anyhow, that's all the important characters. Let's move on.
Did he really just forget about Luz? Yeah, I think he did. He actually forgot about Luz. Oh my god. He forgot about Luz. You didn't talk about Luz.
I didn't thought that was the chair. Fine. You want to lose part? I got you. She's just the worst. Like, holy fucking shit. Everything about her is a pain in the ass. She repeatedly almost gets her friends killed. She doesn't listen to people who clearly know more than her. She's selfish. Oh, and she has ADHD. Well, I mean, at least that explains why she's retarded. Jokes aside, I don't think people actually see how dangerous that is. Yomsi is a dipshit, and since all your audience are children, both physically and mentally, they might end up seeing all kids with ADHD as assholes who always make rash decisions and get their friends in bad situations, which no, I refuse. The ADHD bit does hold up though, because this can easily be seen as the daydreams of an ADHD kid as they struggle to balance fantasy from reality. I guess that would also explain why the world can just bend to our will so casually. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Something all the writers at Disney should be doing is making sure the world of Toe actually feels lived in. What I mean by that is that Luz and Co should live in the Boiling Hours instead of the Boiling Hours living for Luz. Now can you guess which one Dana Terrace chose? It was the second one, of fucking course it was. Like, god damn, shit in Toe just seems to happen without anything making sense, like how witches are only supposed to learn one type of magic.
What's going on? What is this? Oh, this is so cool! Yeah, I'm gonna study everything!
So here's my issue. How can the principal just ignore all the rules and do this? He doesn't seem to have any relationship with the Emperor, so how is this allowed? I'll tell you, this is the world ignoring pre-established rules for the sake of Luz and friends. And this isn't even the only time they've done this. In an episode where they saw bodies, Ida is captured and taken to the police precinct instead of straight to the conformatorium. But then the next time Ida is captured, she goes straight there. Why does this happen? Obviously, if they captured Ida right there and then, there couldn't be a sports episode. Ida's a wanted criminal, Luz is her student. How is she allowed to attend school? As a matter of fact, how are they even able to hang out with Luz and Ida casually? They're both wild witches and this place has been fed enough propaganda to a point where they think one magic system is correct. So why would they not say anything? Speaking of which, how is Ami allowed anywhere near Luz? When she was little, she had to stop hanging out with Willow because she was weak. So how can she, a character that is part of a famous and prestigious family, chill over a criminal? This feeds in the whole propaganda thing again. But how the fuck do the townfolk do a 180? No, a full circle around the fucking planet face turn and start chanting for Ida to be let go. She was treated like trash up until this point and now everybody loves her? Why does nothing make sense in this show? Spoilers. Well, I'll tell you, everyone is so content starved in the real world that they just don't fucking care anymore.
Woo! Yeah!
I wish I was being funny. The show literally takes imagery, ideas, and plot points straight from Gravity Falls. The Portal, the Body Swap episode, the episode where the characters have to go inside another character's mind to save it. And nah, fuck this. Over half the episodes in tow are either cliche episode ideas or something to do with Gravity Falls.
Oh, but oranges, they share no similarities at all.
No, screw that meme. Also, thanks for being the brain like you Redditor. The fandom for the most part is fine. They make amazing work, so I got no problems.
Unless they're on Reddit.
I have some other problems though. I wouldn't say they're on the verge of becoming the Steven Universe fanbase, but if somebody doesn't intervene, it's going to end up even worse. Especially since most Steven Universe fans pounce onto the show like a furrow into a dog. Nope, I'm not saying that. Fuck that. God, this was a long time coming, huh? I'm sure people will say wait for season 2 and all that, but the first 2 episodes are out and they're just ignoring all the glaring issues I have with the show, which is exactly what I was expecting. Everyone already thinks this is the best thing since sliced bread, so why would they ever improve? Especially since there's only 3 videos actually critiquing the show compared to the 7 million praising it. The writers politely take a shit on their show's world building for the sake of an episode idea or just a focus on a likable
and very gay and queer.
Just wait for season 2 to finish and you'll find yourself back to my channel questioning my objectively correct opinion being correct once again. I'll then whisper into your ear the same way that old guy down the street does and say, for now I'm burnt out on toe. If you didn't finish the video and you're calling me slurs, please go fuck yourself and eat the darkest part of a prison inmate named Jamal's ass.
I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still.